If you were on Instagram anytime within the last 24 to 48 hours, and you follow any sort of coffee creators, coffee content, anything like that, it's probably highly likely that you ran into new promotional content about the Fellow ES1 or Espresso Series 1, not to be confused with the Synesso ES1, which is also an espresso machine, but just very different. I did get a lot of DMs asking me my thoughts on these because I am sort of an espresso person, and I found myself having to copy and paste my opinions into other chats. So I thought, why not sit down and make a short video about my thoughts on this machine. Of course, I'm going to preface this with saying I haven't used it. This is all based on what I've seen, what they tell us, and that type of thing. But generally, on the surface, it looks like a nice piece of kit. But when you look deeper into the actual stats and things that they've shared, it doesn't seem all groundbreaking or revolutionary as the website would lead you to believe with using words like revolutionary. The heating system that they use that they say is really cool and unique. I don't necessarily know of machines that use a thermocoil before the boiler, but I know many that use a thermocoil instead of a boiler, which can heat water quickly and easily. So the fast warm-up time and all that stuff isn't what I would consider, super exciting or new. The thermostat and the steam wand, is it convenient? Sure, Breville's have that. Generally speaking, my biggest issue with this machine overall is looking at the materials used to make it. I'm seeing a lot of plastic. I'm seeing a similar sort of build to the Aiden Brewer, which when I reviewed just felt very flimsy and cheap. Generally, they're not designed to be repaired or maintained. Parts aren't really designed to be replaced all that easily. Plastic pieces get brittle, break, and snap, and things just end up in a dump in 3 to 5 years. But I do think the price point is pretty attractive. At $1,200, you can do some profiling and things like that, and that's great. I'm sure that the espresso machine makes good espresso. I don't think they would sell it if it didn't. And that just sort of brings me to my general thoughts on Fellow as sort of being the cheesecake factory of coffee gear. If you watch Gordon Ramsay, he talks about menus that are really long, but nothing is really done that well. You can get a pour over kettle, you can get a scale, you can get an espresso machine, you can get a brewer, and they all are fine. You can show me all the fancy videos, you can show me coffee influencers pogging when they pull the bed sheet off of the machine, but in the end, will it last? It looks nice, I'm sure it makes good espresso, but I just feel like that build quality that I've seen from Fellow over the years has been a little lackluster. So, time will tell.